Greetings, General. This is the hero selection. The menu to the right is your hero list. You have chosen to deploy Caesar.
So where am I? I'm on number 4 then? Right. Can I draw things? Or I have to hack the shields, I'll go right in the middle.
Now it's time for the tactical discussion. Let me briefly explain the battle. The flag icon in the middle of the map is for both sides to scramble for. By taking it or eliminating the entire enemy force, you will gain victory. The flag marked on your heads-up display is our primary objective.
Get ahead!
Follow the army to move forward.
Follow me! Let's roll!
What's we got here?
The enemy is taking the objective. Stop them or we will lose the battle once the capturing process reaches 100%.
They are capturing the flag.
The capturing process is paused by the objective in conflict. Secure the objective now.
Hold this position. Hold this position.
Get some flank going on. I think I made it over.
Triple kill.
Misfortune befalls on you like a shower of arrows, and you have nowhere to hide.
Bye bye.
Excellent. We are capturing the objective. We will win the battle once the capturing process reaches 100%.
We are capturing the flag.
You guys are taking your time.
Hold this position.
You guys can get the rest.
Hold this position. Attack!
Double kill.
I'm just gonna sit here and cap. I'm just gonna sit here and cap. Don't need to do much more than that. I'm just gonna sit here and take the cap.
Of arrows, and you have nowhere to hide.
We've eliminated the entire enemy force. The victory is ours.
Aw, what a cap him. Oh well.
Click the escape button or press escape key to return to Legion War menu.
A startling victory, my lord. And I bring great news. Ling Tong and Xiao Qiao have arrived and offered to fight alongside us in battle.
喂，想试试我的厉害吗？
I do not know Moonspeak.
可敢与我一战？
Not much better.
Then click the play button.
Ooh, shiny.
The blue buttons below the map are the deploy points you can choose. Select one and click it.
That's a lot of Lady Spearmen, I think. Okay, I can't actually know what to say. What can you shoot?
If we take this ground, it will be our victory. Let's hit them hard.
We're building some Chinese this way. Light 'em up, boys.
First blood. Double kill.
What's this do?
准备齐射，
Wally.
Triple kill. Double kill.
I'm burning.
停止齐射，
Free fire.
The situation is really hot down there. Everyone, on my command, crush the enemy. Quadra kill. Double kill.
So we can get a burst spot.
Pentakill. Sextuple kill. The enemy is losing. Brothers, keep the pressure on and let's crush them.
到这儿来，
Yeah, let's go run this shield. Oh, they're sync with me. Interesting.
The blue buttons below the map are the deploy points you can choose. Select one and click it.
This is what Ling Kong do.
The enemy is dead ahead! Fight the shield ring! Grasp your spear! Let's roll!
What's all this do? Sprint attack, shield charge, heavy attack.
First blood!
Oh, you can toss those.
Double kill!
Start that guy's flank.
Triple kill! We are capturing the flag. The enemy is losing! Now let's keep the pressure on! And let's close up! Quadra kill!
Attacking the steers from the front sounds like a great idea.
Pentakill! Double kill!
So I gotta look at other heroes. Guess I'm gonna play it by ear until I unlock more, I suppose.
The blue buttons below the map are the deploy points you can choose. Select one and click it.
This pisses people.
Our foes await. They are ready to meet their gods. Let's do them a favor.
We are capturing an objective. We've taken an objective.
First blood.
We are capturing an objective. We are capturing an objective. The enemy is capturing an objective.
往这儿来，准备齐胜。
We have lost an objective. We are capturing an objective.
停！
The enemy is losing. Double kill. Let's keep the pressure on and let's crush them.
跟我来。
We've taken an objective.
Double kill. Double kill.
Ouch.
We are capturing an objective.
The enemy is capturing an objective. We've taken an enemy objective. The enemy has taken an objective.
That's what they want.
到这儿来。到这儿来。到这儿来。
Very low key, guys. Very low key.
Double kill!
He's kind of gonna die soon.
到这儿来。准备齐射。
Triple kill! Quadra kill!
How did I get the most? Never mind. Ranger training. Time for a few weeks of hard, grueling stuff.
Enemy attack incoming! We need support! Archers!
I'm running out of arrows. Let me fill up my quiver first.
I don't get a full load.
All done. Time to lead my men to the front.
跟我来。
These don't like the ones I had earlier.
Archers, follow me to the high ground and shoot them into sieves. Archers, fire at will.
There are enemy archers in the distance!
Leave them to me. Targets are too far away. Archers, let them suffer the hellfire.
This actually is hopeful.
Targets neutralized.
Team
Mission
Chichi.
accomplished.
Alright. I know how to play this person better. Spin, you spin me right around, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right, round, round. The tassel moves too. Whoop, 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 whoop. And you can see it, but it's not as obvious as whoop, 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 whoop. But her hair. And does it a little bit. Ling Tong, you win the Foop Award. Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright, I won't iterate that much. All the friends I don't have. There's gotta be some way to unlock here looking at new heroes too.
The blue buttons below the map are the deploy points you can choose. Select one and click it.
There's a lot of crossbows, so I'm gonna go someone a little bit more heavy duty. I don't know what armor 2 is, but I'll try it out. Three main lanes. Though I see a lot of one units. This is gonna be, I think, the spear, or I don't know. We'll see when we get there.
They are ready to meet their gods. Let's do this thing.
Who the heck are you?
The enemy is capturing an objective. We are capturing an objective. The enemy has taken an objective. First blood. We've taken an objective. Double kill!
I'm dead. I'm dead. Goodbye, real world.
We are capturing an objective. We've taken an objective. Of the Holy City! Double kill!
Misfortune befalls them with a shower of arrows, and you have nowhere to hide.
The enemy is capturing an objective. Double
We have
kill!
lost an objective.
Things are not looking good.
The enemy is capturing an objective.
Triple kill!
Run, man, run! Just keep him distracted. Oh wait, you're the last man left. Ah. Well. Fight hard, man, fight hard. Oh, here comes the cavalry. It's over.
Triple kill! Quadra kill!
Can't win them all.
The blue buttons below the map are the deploy points you can choose. Select one and click it.
I'm just gonna stick with the Caesar dude. Cover his flanks and hopefully won't get swarmed like last time.
The enemies are here, and they are just a bunch of mobs. Let's crush them!
Don't know what her voice is, but alright. Japan, I kind of promised I give that bow player cover, so hopefully she's around.
The enemy is capturing an objective. We are capturing an objective. The enemy has taken an objective.
First blood!
We've taken an objective.
Double kill! Double kill! Triple kill!
That was easy.
The situation is really hot down there! Everyone, on my command! Crush the enemy! Quadra kill! The enemy is losing! Bravo's keep the pressure on!
We are capturing an objective. We've taken an enemy objective.
Yeah, I didn't do anything here, so you guys take it. Oh, I got more information now.
可敢与我一战！可敢与我一战！可敢与我一战！可敢与我一！可敢与我一战！可敢与我
Okay,
一战！
I think that's yep. We're good. We're good. We're good.
可敢与我一战！
Let's see. Compared to other civilizations in the long history of the Steel Land, the Han Empire was undoubtedly happy since in the wrong. I guess I don't gotta read all this aloud. These are actually pretty interesting. Oh, this is gonna be a long one. Okay. I'll read this one at least. During the year before the Steel Era, the 20 states in the north of Steel Land were used by Mongolian tribes, which were called the Mighty Lords of North. They had a large number of strong Awakeners and vast Greenland, and their horsemen were invincible in the world. Any rebel who dared stand against them would be punished with the total destruction of both their city and clan. And in the south of Steel Land stood a country named Persia, which occupied 13 coastal provinces and was the most wealthy ocean empire. In year 1 of Steel Era, 18-year-old Constantine I led the oppressed Roman people to revolt against the rule of Persia. Only after 1 year, he occupied the Lena province in the middle of the Persian Empire and renamed it as Principate Province. Since then, the huge and decadent Persian Empire was split in two by Constantine I, like a dying giant. Constantine I was very popular with the people, while the Persian Empire was dominated by a bloodthirsty and incompetent ruler, which caused a large number of Awakeners to defect forcibly. Only 10 years later, the territory of the West Persia was captured by Constantine I. In the same year, Constantine I founded Rome and nominated himself the first Roman emperor. In year 34 of the Steel Era, the world was immersed in grief as Liu II of Oriental and Constantine I of West both deceased. Back then, the Roman Empire had become the largest empire in Steel Land by conquering Persia on the south and attacking Mongolia on the north. The whole of West Steel Land became the domain of the Roman Empire, and only 3 crumbling provinces remained of the once prosperous Persian Empire. However, less than 2 years after the death of Constantine the Great, the former vassal Crusaders rose up. Their Pope, Innocent III, who once was Constantine's first most trusted subordinate, let them succeed the Crusader province in the north of Rome and renamed it as Sanctuary. Furious Roman nobles launched a war of repression against the Crusaders, only to be defeated, and then the prestige of the Roman Empire fell. In the following year, the Awakeners of England in the North Gaul province of Rome named themselves the Brigand faction and became independent with the support of Innocent III and changed the North Gaul province into Brigand Island. In year 38 of the Steel Era, the magical Awakeners of Phobos province followed the example of their predecessors, killing all the Romans who refused to surrender and establishing their own country, Phrynesia. In the year 40 of Steel Era, in Minos Province, two Spartan brothers, Aegis and Euripon, fought against the Pope and died. Since then, Innocent III formally established the Crusader Empire. Every faction that believed in God had become obedient to the Pope, and the kleptocracy of divinity had become popular. The Roman Empire went into decline since then. In the year 48 of Steel Era, Diana Province was ruled by a Crusader faction and renamed as Cicero. In year 54, Arminius the Awakener was made Grand Duke by the Roman Emperor. In the same year, Arminius revolted and established the Arminius. Oh man! In year 54, Arminius the Awakener made Grand Duke by the Roman Emperor. In the same year, Arminius revolted and established the Arminius Dukedom to replace the Germanic province. The miserable condition ended in year 82 of Steel Era, when the great Emperor of Revitalization, the 5th Roman Emperor, put an end to civil strife. He worked hard to improve the tax code, eliminate dissenters, and united the efforts of all people into one. After 10 years of tribulation, the economy of the Roman Empire was finally restored to its former prosperity. At that time, Rome had a strong army, while the Crusader Empire lost Innocent III, and young second-generation Pope was still drowning in complicated internal affairs. In the year 102 of Steel Era, the Roman army sacked every city of their nemesis. The Crusader Pope had to unite with the powerful new rich, Kievan Rus, which was just founded for 2 years. The two sides fought for a long time, and finally the Crusaders had to cede territory and pay indemnities. The ambitious Roman Emperor set his sights on the north, joining hands with the golden generation of the Han Empire to attack the last glory of the remnants of Mongolia. In year 111 of the Steel Era, the Roman army set out from the new Crusader province to kill the northern Mongol Khan and take the land, which was named North Juno Province. In year 128 of Steel Era, with the help of Helu, head of the Han Nigrum army, Rome occupied the western prairie, killed the last member of the Golden Family, and established Neptune Province. In year 132 of the Steel Era, the 5th Emperor of Rome died and was succeeded by his son-in-law, who was the 6th Emperor of the Roman Empire. However, not long after the new emperor came to power, a large number of Awakener rebels rose up in North Juno Province. The emperor could not rival them. North Juno was destroyed, and its territory was changed into Modoheim, which meant the scorched land of endless war. And in 137 of the Steel Era, a regent appeared in Crusader Empire, gradually replacing the weak second pope. In 143 of the Steel Era, the regent recaptured the Holy City, and 3 years later destroyed the new Crusader province and rebuilt Sanctuary, and came to preside over it. In the year after that, the regent abolished the second pope and made himself the third pope, and the whole empire knelt down to him. In year 152 of the Steel Era, the 6th Roman emperor died in his palace. Meanwhile, the prairie tribes rose up, and Rome lost the Neptune province, which was renamed as the West Source of Chaos. In year 159 of the Steel Era, the third pope captured Bacchus province of Rome, and renamed it as Ogerico, meaning the realm of God. The Roman Empire went from bad to worse, changing emperors almost every 10 years. In the year 192 of the Steel Era, when the 9th Roman Emperor was poisoned by his four Augustuses, established a regime of tetrarchy, which only added to the chaos. In year 202 of the Steel Era, one of the Augustuses murdered the other three, of course, and claiming to be the 10th Roman Emperor. In year 213 of the Steel Era, a large number of rebels emerged in Minos Province, and united with the Trojan Awakeners to found the Rome-Troy Kingdom. 3 years later, the 10th Roman Emperor was killed by his son, and the patricide became the 11th ruler of Rome. After 13 years of tyrannical rule, during which the 11th Emperor was poisoned by his own men, Rome entered the most terrible period of the Great Civil War. After the death of the 11th Roman Emperor, his subordinates were poisoned and assassinated by the other generals. The whole empire fell into endless chaos, all laws, systems of bloodlines were void, the only working thing in the former glorious empire was the law of the jungle. the strong crushed the weak and drove up the ladder to the border. And these poor people, who had no way to go, had to venture out of the border to avoid being pursued. However, the wars of neighboring powers never relented, and those poor rebels often became the reaper, awoke and rose, and his tough approach revived the crumbling empire for a while. He spent 4 years fighting against his foreign enemies, uniting the scattered northern lands under his command, establishing the famous city of Pompeipolis in his own name, and re-established his Senate system. The following year, a new power leader, with a leader named Theodora, united the east and defeated Pompey's attack. In the year 266 of the Steel Era, a great lord named Trajan rose in the south and built the Trajan Castle. In the same year, one of Trajan's men gave birth to a son who later became the real lord of Rome. During the years after that, the three parties once again inconstantly fought, and new stars, Crassus, Heraclius, and Aurelian rose, putting Rome into unprecedented chaos. In the year 281 of the Steel Era, Caesar awoke, shocking all. Pompey, Caesar's old enemy, was the first casualty, as all his men turned to Caesar. Pompey committed suicide in defeat. Theodora was caught in the battle with the new star Crassus, and the two sides had a bloody war in Theodoria in year 282 of the Steel Era, while Caesar seized the opportunity and dashed 1,000 miles to cut in, making the two. In year 280, great victory in Milanese with his 14 legions. After the war, Caesar entitled Heraclius as the Lord of Byzantium and took all his army. This incident was called the Great Victory in Milanese. The following decade, Aurelian, Caesar, and Trajan became the new triumvirate of the empire, and Caesar guided Frederick Barbarossa, the Redbeard, in year 290 of the Steel Era, making him the strongest spy in the Crusader Empire. In year 293 of the Steel Era, Caesar fought with his old lord Trajan when Crusaders advanced against the Dusar province, which was led by Aurelian. With a fierce civil war ongoing and no one came to aid, Aurelian led the entire province to the bloody war against Crusaders. And after the Battle of Capra, Gandanzi, and Sakozeb, despite killing nearly 100,000 of Crusader soldiers, he was still outnumbered. Caesar took Aurelian in at a time at painful cost of 8 legions, allowing Trajan to take the upper hand for a while. Caesar, however, gained good reputation for saving a hero, and was highly praised by Roman citizens. Insightful Caesar managed to hold back Trajan's army. In the following 3 years, under pressure of Frederick I, the Crusaders suspended their invasion of Rome, which provided precious time for Caesar's unification. Caesar's army, which was more popular among the people in the Civil War, won one victory after another, and it finally defeated the last enemy Trajan in the year 296 of the Steel Era, which put an end to the Great Civil War that lasted for 66 years. Caesar, who had last accomplished his great mission of unification, was never indolent. He worked day and night like a machine, practicing a frugal policy, and while there was still rebels, overall strength, the Roman army was rising. In the Steel Era, the Pope launched a crusade against the Han Empire. Rome took advantage of this opportunity to develop. In the same year, Caesar announced the abolition of the Roman Empire and replaced it with the Roman Republic. Once prisoner kings were reused by Caesar, and the first consul, Caesar, had full confidence in bringing these ambitious people under control. These free kings did their best to help Caesar restore Rome, and the entire country was overjoyed. The following year, Spartans had their only awakener for 100 years, Leonidas, the warrior, who had 100 years' blood feud with the Crusaders, proposed to Caesar the idea of a Rome-Greece alliance, which the first consul deeply agreed with. In year 302 of the Steel Era, Leonidas completed the unification of the Greek ministries, and the islands of the Mino province joined Caesar as members of the alliance. In year 303 of the Steel Era, Caesar joined forces with Leonidas to destroy the Roman Troy kingdom, which had been independent for 90 years, making the entire Minos province Rome's again. In the autumn of the same year, Caesar took advantage of the war that weakened both Crusaders and the Han and tried to reap the benefits again. He sent Heraclius, the Lord of Byzantium, to lead his troops to attack the Han Empire, and Leonidas to lead the Spartans, and 5 Roman legions to attack the Crusaders. From year 304 to 305 of the Steel Era, Leonidas triumphed over the Crusaders, but Heraclius' army was defeated by the temporary king Keen Han coalition, and the situation of Rome took a turn for the worse. When the time came to year 308 of the era, Byzantine province was almost entirely lost, if no more effective counterattack could be organized. The most important southern provinces of Rome would become lambs for the Ham Empire to slaughter. Caesar prepared to launch a personal expedition, only very worried by his ambitious kings back in Rome. At that moment, Alexander the Great awoke, and Caesar easily persuaded him to fight for the Greek world. Alexander gathered all the country's troops and had a Pyrrhic victory over the Han, with the help of Cilicius, Leonidas, and Belisarius, and reached the city of Papes, a natural barrier, winning back the lost ground for the Great Rome-Greek alliance. In the following year, the victorious Alexander the Great was entitled King of Conquest, and Caesar changed the name of the capital of a Syrian province to City of King Alexander. However, the real great was never satisfied. To Alexander the Great, the so-called Republic of Kings, promoted back then, was only a joke to deceive the people. Among the so-called kings, only Caesar deserved his respect, and conquering Caesar someday would be his greatest satisfaction. Okay, so this lore is just, oh, it's like Drifters, but no, it's crazy. It's historically crazy. I like it. I wish there was something to tell you about the actual people that lived too, but this world is rules.
The blue buttons below the map are the deploy points you can choose. Select one and click it.
Well, we got a lot of imagery for a change. Hattori Hanzo! Man, there's just a lot of guys doing the same thing. Etu Bruti, yes, I see you. Let's up to it.
Our foes await. They are ready to meet their gods. Let's do them a favor.
Still have no idea who you are, man.
The enemy is capturing an objective.
Man, you guys are slow. Question, is the enemy up here? Answer, surprisingly, no.
The enemy has taken an objective.
And now we're burning.
Double kill. The enemy is losing.
We're capturing an
Let's keep the
objective.
pressure on and let's crush them.
你以为我好欺负吗？
Double kill.
We've taken an objective.
跟我来。
And we're out of here.
capturing an objective.
停止骑射！
We won. Oh man. I don't know how the system works. I don't know how the system works, but I guess it does. Oh man.
The blue buttons below the map are the deploy points you can choose. Select one and click it.
Thorough Thai business.
The enemies are here, and they are just a bunch of mobs. Let's crush them!
Still have no idea who you are, and also this is an extremely long sword for a freaking, what is it, Gladius. Not even like a sparkless, it's like a giant, like, meat sword. I'll take it.
The enemy is capturing an objective. The enemy has taken an objective.
Time to do a high IQ move here.
First blood!
We are capturing an objective. We've taken an objective.
Double kill!
Hold this position. Row Dublin.
The enemy is capturing an objective.
Attack! Attack!
The enemy is losing! Brothers, keep the pressure on! And let's crush them!
Follow me! Yes, my lord! Form test pseudo! Hold this position. As you wish.
We are capturing an objective.
Double kill! Triple kill!
Yoink. You better do much that round.
The blue buttons below the map are the deploy points you can choose. Select one and click it.
Only the brave can win! If we take this ground, it will be our victory! Let's hit them hard!
Glad you're pumped up. Hopefully I don't have to use that.
First blood!
I don't like this.
Time to use the element of surprise against their supreme number. Come on, let's turn the tide. We are capturing the flag.
This cavalry's around. If I stay, if I don't lose with these guys, I was gonna be screwed.
Double kill! Triple kill!
火箭准备，跟我来，到这儿来，到这儿来，
That's better than I thought it would be, actually.
到这儿来。
Double kill!
停止骑射。
一定能崛起。
准备骑射。
Thank goodness. Oh, cool, new heroes. Let's see. So we got, what is this? Who's this guy? Ah, Alexander. I won't read you the entire thing. It's gonna be there, someone wants to look at it. Pause and read if you want to, otherwise I'm not gonna sit you doing all of the lore. The entire one, no way. So I think after a while these things will start forming together and have the similar lines repeated, so it's not going to be entirely worth going through every single one. But I will do it later, just not on your time. This is easy, probably one of the longest ones I think actually has read before. Jeez. Guessing it's a cavalry type. Wait, no. This is, ooh, a crossbow dude. Alright. Yes, ever revered Guan Yu. Got the lore down. Now let's see what, So I guess you can try them out for a time, and if you want one, you can buy it. I'll buy one, I guess. I don't know, unlock them. Let's try the cavalry guy first. Alright, rider training, let's do it. Clippity clop, clippity clop. Whee! Okay, there's fall damage. Good to know. How to hit some stuff. Oh, it's easy. Macedonian phalanx, Macedonian phalanx, Macedonian phalanx, Macedonian phalanx. Yeah.
The blue buttons below the map are the deploy points you can choose. Select one and click it.
Urban map, probably not the best for a horseman, dude. So let's see if we can see a little better. I don't even know what a chasseur is. Is he like a rider? No, I'm sure it's like I have flexibility. I'll try this flip, dude. Oh, this is slow.
Behind these city walls, we must make our last stand. Brothers, who stands with me?
Who are you?
We are capturing an objective. We've taken an objective.
Only 24 shots.
The enemy is
Right,
capturing
no.
an objective. The enemy has taken an objective.
Yeah, I think it's better to stay back here.
First blood. Fire on my lead. Fire at you. We are capturing an objective. Fire on my lead. The enemy is capturing an objective. Fire at will. Time to use the element of surprise against their supreme number. We have lost an objective. Let's turn the tide. Yes, fire on my lead. We are capturing an objective. We've taken an enemy objective.
Time for the ambush.
Double kill! The enemy is capturing an objective. We have lost an objective. Hold this position. As you wish. Fire at will. Piercing bolt fire on my lead. Triple kill! Death is bad. Triple kill! Fire at will. Fire on my lead. Quadra kill! Fire at will. Quadra kill! That is double bad. Kill!
Oh, because I got him. Bye-bye! Well, that wasn't that bad for a defeat, at least. I guess I had to do this. These guys are more longer range. Good to know.
The blue buttons below the map are the deploy points you can choose. Select one and click it.
She coverage are pretty decent in this map, so try it out right now. Dual cab, and, oh shoot. You got too many going, never mind. Yeah, I'll try to get 500 today. There are just too many rangers here already, just cavalry, so.
The enemy is dead ahead! Fight the shield! Grasp your spear! Let's roll!
Maybe it's, oh I see, maybe that's the hero's voice. I gotta guard those rangers.
We are capturing the flag.
Only the strongest rules the world! Yeah!
The situation is really hot down there. Everyone, on my command, crush the enemy!
Hold this position! Macedonian, forward!
Double kill!
Only the strongest rules the world!
The enemy is losing! Rather, keep the pressure on! And let's crush them!
Follow me!
Double kill!
We mopped him up. MVP, nice work. Yeah. Something like that enough for right now, but I think it's decent. The art style is pretty, I don't know, it's more almost like cartoonish fantasy, but that's kind of what it is. Like, you see in the lore too that it's ridiculous, but historically ridiculous. So that's why I think it's decent. Like, historically ridiculous. It's the most realistic game? No. It's the most serious? Not really, but I think it does a pretty decent job of modeling attack as well. Anyway, it's alright. I'm gonna give it, this is the first impression, so it changed after a few more hours, but I like it. Yeah, sure. See you, everybody.